Mm, 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 mm. What up, AI Jones from Brooklyn's in the house? How you feeling, brother? Salute to you as well. What's your favorite part of Brooklyn, brother? I always admired people from Brooklyn. I always thought y'all was tough. I heard they done gentrified a lot of Brooklyn though. I'm from the hood, so I always wanted to go to like the Bed-Stuys and the other parts. How you doing, Barry? Blessings, hosting everyone. Thumbs up. Appreciate you. I love when you say blessings and bless up. I love that. You got the great energy, Barry, and I appreciate you. Oh no, it buffed me out. I be joking and saying it turned me into Buff Daddy. It's turning to Disneyland. I heard. I'm glad you're doing great, Barry. Yeah, I used to want to go to Brooklyn in the tough days. I'm different though. I am 6'6", 240, so I'm not. I don't get scared of too much stuff. And I was a bouncer. But yeah, I always admired Brooklyn. I even wanted to go to the tunnel. Was the tunnel in Brooklyn? That was like a no holds bar club back in the day. You had to be tough to go there. Yeah, they. I be talking about positive stuff, so they like to buff me out. I was just about to talk about when I was when the lights went out, the power went out on the Eastern Seaboard where I was at. I'm not proud of this, but I was going through an arraignment in the case, and I was the next person to get called out of the holding cell, and the lights went out, y'all, and I had to stay in there for 4 days, and I ain't even like embellishing the story and saying I was the next person. I was the next person to get called to do my nationwide check on to see if I had warrants, and the lights went out in like six or seven different states. So I had to stay there for 4 more days. I think that was like 2002. I have to look it up, but I think it was around 2002 or something like that. Yeah, that really sucked. Lived in Brooklyn for 45 years. So you seen it change all through and through. Wow. Thanks for sharing that with us. 45 years in Brooklyn. Wow. I like those brownstones. They were real cool. I used to really like that when I would watch the Cosby Show on how cool the brownstones look. Mm-mm. Did I think we drove through Brooklyn when I was young, but my greatest memory of New York when I think I was in second or the third grade. I seen the Apollo. Might have been the fourth grade. So shouts out to Harlem. I think we drove through Brooklyn, but I can't remember what we seen there. But I really like New York though. I don't know if I could have lived there because it's just so much congestion and traffic and stuff. That seemed like that would get to me, but You probably get used to that over time, though. But in Cleveland, if you're wondering about how Cleveland traffic is, it's hardly any traffic unless it's rush hour. So if you're from a big city and you want to like come to a city where it's not a lot of congestion, Cleveland is the place. But it's cold here and there's a lot of potholes. Coney Island and Brooklyn, nice. I like Coney Island and seeing the amusement park and watching them do the hot dog competition each Fourth of July. Cool beans. So when I was getting cut off, I was talking about how the lights went off in the middle of that arraignment, and I had to stay there for like 4 more days. That was just a life lesson. I took that as a lesson that I needed to learn from for getting involved in that stuff. And even if it was just me being the driver in that case, I still was like involved in that street stuff, which I shouldn't have been. I know you had some great days, and isn't right next to the beach too, right? How you doing, Southern Fried Land? 420. Okay, it's right next to the beach. Yeah, yeah, because the backdrop when they're doing the hot dog competition is by the beach. Glad you're doing good. What's your favorite strain? And where you from? If you don't mind me asking. And thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Yeah, Sandra. I was mad, but I I was more like thinking about it as a learning lesson. Yeah, Raspberry Kush from Massachusetts moved to South Carolina. Thank you for sharing that. Nice. Never had raspberry. I think one of the top ones I tried was Jealousy and Harambe. And I'm in a city called East Cleveland. It's to the east of Cleveland, and it's a small suburb, but it really doesn't look like a suburb. It's very urban. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Kind of kept you on the path once you got back on track. Yeah, I learned a lot. And then after the violation of probation being hard headed, and I had to do 87 days, that really taught me probably one of my biggest life lessons because that was horrible. And that came from being hard headed. And I had to do 87 days just for being hard headed and not wanting to stop smoke. So I was ashamed of myself, to be honest, because not wanting to stop smoking herb, like, shouldn't land you, make you do 3 months downtown where you have to learn your lesson. But I was 27, and not to put it on my younger age, but I needed some more life lessons to get myself together, and it did because I ain't never go back after that. And y'all about to say, "Oh nah, I went and played basketball one day, and it was hot, and I got all sweaty, and I went to take a shower, and it had backed up, y'all. The shower had backed up to like this much dirty water, and I had to take a shower in that dirty water. I think that was the biggest lesson that I learned, that I ain't never coming back to no jail or prison. I had to put some funny on it because I'm a comedian, but yeah, that was so disgusting, y'all. Mm-mm. Nah, man, but it's what it took. Yeah. Sometimes you got to go through some extreme stuff to get yourself together, and that was one of them. That really made me adjust my attitude. I just didn't really care. I had a bad attitude back then. That was at 27, but I'm still here to rock with y'all. Definitely learning experiences, Barry. Yep, I'm a better person for going through that. I just got it together in 2010. I went in for the first time at age 26. I'm 63, so that's some serious math. Yeah, that's serious. So we all have different paths where it takes different amount of time or trials and tribulations to get your act right. So salute to you for not giving up on yourself, and even at an older age, doing what it takes to get your life back together. So salute to you. Now I can't be bothered that it all rolls off my back. I feel the same way. I'm like a duck now. Nothing bothers me. Every time y'all ask me how I'm doing, I'm gonna say great. And I might not have a smile on my face because I'm still self-conscious about my teeth being missing. But I can do that. I'll hit y'all with the closed mouth smile. But I ain't ashamed no more. I just got so used to smiling and having my mouth like kind of closed that that's how I smile. What up, Reg? Haitian Reg, how you feeling? Let me give y'all some blue jackets so y'all can check each other's channels out. Cause I ain't no hater. And I appreciate y'all time on this Monday afternoon. Mm-mm. I think everybody together now. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank y'all for sharing y'all life with me too. I really appreciate it. And I'm continuing to learn and grow through watching other people like y'all and y'all giving out great advice. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. No good. Had to tap in. Appreciate you, Reg. Came down, fixing my teeth or moving my kids to a better place. I would I would have moved my kids to a better place and put that to the back burner too. Appreciate you too. Salute. 22 years of incarceration and then working with incarcerated men, helping them to get it together. When I started telling my journey around I said incarceration, I think I will have a strong channel. You will, because I followed um, several channels that did what you're going to do, and they had a whole bunch of people following them. What's up, Brandon? Appreciate you for being here. Thanks for catching me. Barry said blessings. Southern said hallelujah. 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 Amen. Amen. Haitian said, what up, Sandra? It's made me a better man as well. Gotta flex. Have a blessed day, y'all. Appreciate you. You have a great day as well. Bless up. Bless up. Good luck, Sandra. You'll do fine. I'm a subscribe, so there you go right there, and I'll be tuning in. I started my journey smoking and not caring. Is it working? I feel you. I'm definitely I don't let nothing get to me. How you doing, coffee? How is your afternoon going? Where you from, coffee? I gotta get my notebook and start writing down everything so I can get on here and shout out people where they from. You learning some Haitian foods to cook? Nice. Put them on your channel, Brandon, so I can learn. I'm a novice still learning. We can always try to push your channel on my platform. Nice, Barry. Thanks for supporting her. Coffee to Tanja. What up? Thanks, Brandon. Hey, Haitian. Hello, Coffee again. Brandon. Virginia Beach. Oh, yeah. I've been there before. I went there. Rest in peace to my aunt when I went to her funeral. That was the first time I tried sushi. Was at Virginia Beach. And when I was driving there, it was so foggy going through the hills that I couldn't even see at night. Coffee. I had to use those reflectors. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. I had to use those reflectors on the side of the road to see where I was going. I wasn't even looking at the car or the road ahead of me. It was so foggy. I had to use those lit up reflectors on the side. Thanks, Barry from Sandra. The channel I have now is around colorectal cancer and living with the bag. But one day, I am going to start the channel around incarceration. Okay, we're gonna check you out. And thanks for sharing that. I know that's not easy to share. What did you think of sushi? The first time I tried it, it was just okay. That's a big step for people that have never tried it. Yeah. And I always, as I got older, I like to start to try different stuff. So I said I'll try it, but I didn't really like it that much, to be honest. I wasn't a huge fish person anyway to start off with. So it was just okay. I always try to push people on your channel. Yeah, you do. And you're real supportive and you have a very loving spirit and you make people feel welcome on your channel. And I'm speaking for myself, but I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for most of the people that come into your chat, Barry. You have a very loving spirit, and I like how you know nonsense. You said we don't play no games over here. We don't tolerate disrespect, and I love that. So I love how you like uh cut to the chase, no nonsense type of person, but you incorporate love and you're very welcoming and you support people. So thank you. Salute to you for what you do and promoting people to get out and exercise. That's very valuable because people need that a little extra push sometimes. Brandon, I still fly to Atlanta to go see my parents to eat. Nice. There's so many restaurants in Atlanta. But I heard that the quality then went a little downhill on all the restaurants in Atlanta, though. So let me know what you think. Coffee right, coffee Haitian Reg, what up? Sandra Sushi, nah, not me. I don't like fish. I feel you on that. I seen a post saying that you got to put something on fish to make it taste good, and I never thought about that. And that's kind of true. That's kind of true that you do have to add stuff to fish to make it taste well. You don't just ever eat fish by itself. We back. Sarah, we back. Mama, mama. I hit you with the beep. Share it alive. Haitian, you should learn how to cook your parents' meals. Keep the tradition going. That's a good advice. I am not subscribed to your channel, Barry. Let me jump over there and look. Yeah, you won't regret it, Sandra. Like the live. Thank you, Sarah. You've been live for 15 hours, man. You ain't playing. I'm about to start going live like you. Nah, I couldn't. I couldn't go to 15. I tried 12 one time and I made it to about 5 or 6 hours and got sleepy. But I did eat a steak like right before I went to sleep, so I'm gonna blame it on the steak and potatoes and eggs. I think that was a stream called 12 Hours question mark, and then I said, "Let's go." I tried. I tried. Am I on Streamyard? Nope, but I know about it, Brandon. And Poetic was on another cool app that help you go um live with other people, but she'll tell you about it because I forgot. But I know she's more than happy to talk about it because she was promoting it to me. Oh, you was asleep for 7 hours. You was doing the sleep stream. I thought about doing that, but I kind of felt weird to be honest. People watching me sleep. Oh shoot, exercise. Let me make sure you the right guy. Well, they walk all the time. Like, look at the name of his channel, Sandra. Like, it's right there in the title that you gonna get a dose of some exercise when you go over there. You can do sleep lives. It's a thing. Yeah, I got hip to Twitch. I mean, sleep lives on Twitch. People were doing that like years ago, and I was amazed at how many thousands of people watch people sleep. It's mind blowing how many people watch people sleep. Chris, do you ever want to side one on one with me? Yep, Brandon. That would be cool. Yep, I'm down. Just let me know. I know you stream mostly at night, so just give me a heads up in the daytime. If anyone need to sub, go to my page and drop a heart. You already know, Sarah. We got you. And Sarah is from St. Louis, y'all. First person I ever met from St. Louis. Shout out to St. Louis, y'all. I'm subscribed now to Barry. Thank you for your support, Sandra. Y'all check out each other's channels and see if y'all like their content and give them some love. Share the live. Thank you, Sarah. Share me out. Thank you, Coffee. Hit me with the hearts. Yeah, the sleep streams, they cool, but I always thought it was weird if somebody watching me sleep. I don't want to. I don't want to let one rip or nothing like that. When you're done with your live, do you want to go with me? Let me see. Do I have anything to do? I don't think I got nothing to do, so that'll be cool. St. Louis, Illinois, or Missouri, Sarah. Oh, I didn't even know it was a St. Louis, Illinois. Sandra, please leave a comment. Thanks and blessings from Barry. Sandra said, thank you with the hearts. Coffee. Sandra sub. Thank y'all for checking each other's channels out. Gotta support each other. How else is your channel gonna grow? I used to be sub to a lot of people that have millions of followers or like hundreds of thousands of followers, but I unsubscribed and started following all the people with the smaller channels to show love and get my attention away from people who don't really need my help. They was just my entertainment and you know, but I'd rather support y'all though. Cause they still come pop up in my algorithm or my recommendations every now and then. One of them was Abba and Preach. If y'all hip to their channel, they got millions of subscribers, and they a reaction channel. That was one of them that popped in my head that I unsubscribed because they don't need no help no more. What up, Munchie? What up, Q? How you feeling? St. Louis, baby. But you love the 618 family. That must be in Illinois. Okay. 314. I always heard St. Louis was rough and tough, so I never visited there. I said I seen enough of it in part of the city I grew up in East Cleveland. But I always heard that especially East St. Louis, don't play. He said, "Hell yeah, the ghetto." Yeah, I'm from the hood too, so we definitely got something in common. I made a short about where I'm from too. You got to scroll way down though. It's in probably like the first couple months when I had the channel, showing people how ghetto my city is, and that if I can make it out of it and do something with myself, that you can too. You're a project. Rising Phoenix is in the house. Says you a project, baby. I used to visit visits. I used to visit the projects, but I never stayed in the projects. But I didn't have no problem being comfortable with people who lived in the projects. I never looked down on nobody that had less than me. I just wasn't like that at all. It's not all hood. It's hella nice spots. Just need a good cleaning record. Okay, I wouldn't mind visiting. Never thought about visiting St. Louis before. I'm gonna come through and see what Rising Phoenix is up to one day in that good old Texas weather. I would go every year on Tupac birthday back to my projects to give back. Oh, that's dope. That's cool. Exactly, Sarah. I loved it there. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And coffee, I forgot where you said you from. You said it earlier. Oh, Virginia Beach. My bad. My bad. Mm-mm. Come pull up. I appreciate the welcome. The welcome mat. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I will return in 24 hours. Blessings. Thank you, Barry. Trash St. Louis. Two MF real. I never leave the house. Was you be ducking? You be ducking pow pow. Low Phoenix, good to see you from Brandon. You 5'4.5". 5'4.5". I'm 6'6", y'all. In case y'all was wondering, my half counts. Y'all want to know the shortest women I ever dated? 4'11" when I was like 19 through 24, y'all. It was an off and on again type of dating situation. If you can read between the lines. I'm from Illinois, but live in Virginia. Okay, thanks for sharing that. Illinois people are tough. Well, Chicago. I don't know about the rest because I haven't met anybody outside of Chicago. Our cousin in chat. What's up, that green vegan? Bum, 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 bum. I've heard stories where people lived in such bad neighborhoods they slept in the bathtub. That make me think of Fred Sanford, the episode where it was a bum in the bathtub sleep when they went outside. Yeah, that's tough living when you gotta sleep in the bathtub. Coffee to Sarah Hearts. Rising Phoenix, yes. Oh, yeah. Nah, since Mike Brown passed, St. Louis they got fishy. Man, yeah, that was some deep stuff going on there. Coffee said, "What up, green vegan with the hearts? The green heart, the wave, and the heart face." My sister is 4'11". She's older than me. Y'all got the petite crew, the petite pals. Rising Phoenix. Hello, everyone from Sarah. Lil Kim is 4'11". Huh? I didn't know that. I always thought Lil Kim was cute until she turned into somebody else. Man, Brandon, that's tough. We are not tough. I'm from Shanuti AFB. Oh, okay. That must be where y'all got nice sidewalks and and no patches in the grass. That's the nice part of Illinois. High coffee from Green Big. They was often activists in St. Louis. Man, Yeah, I know everybody that try to help people and get them united, they be out of here. It wasn't me, but the bathtub was the safest place from stray bullets, man. That's crazy when you jumping in the bathtub to avoid pow pow. Chicago is another story. I already know. I only been in Chicago one time, but it was the outskirts to see my brother graduate from the Naval Academy, and I was about 16, I think, 15, I think. Sophia gained a lot of weight. She's big with me now. Oh, you talking about your sister? You just mini roasted your sister in the chat, Rising Phoenix. That's how we doing. Nah, I'm joking. I got a good sense of humor. Air Force Base. They got one Air Force Base too. Chicago felt like Alaska the last time I was there. It ain't called the Windy City for nothing, Rising Phoenix. I ain't never want to go there in this wintertime. When we went to see my brother graduate, I think it was like the fall or something. How long am I planning on being live? You're gonna set everything up so when I'm done, we could just shoot over to do a live together. Um, I'm not sure to be honest. I'm just playing it by ear. And since I'm over somebody else house, I'll be trying to schedule my lives around what they doing so I don't interfere with the background noise and stuff. Yes, they still are offering people. One was like a few weeks ago. Dang, that's crazy. And then the news don't tell you everything, so it'd probably be more people than that. That's like, yeah, I don't even want to say it. Rising no code compared to shot time. What about Minnesota and Green Bay? I don't know about that coffee. I don't know about that one. Minnesota is another like type of situation. AFB stands for AFB my home. I might look it up. I was only in Chicago one time, but I was up on the lower and I got to look out. Oh, the tower. I said lower. Up on the tower and I got to look out. That was amazing. It had some Chicago pizza while I was there and popcorn on the pier. Did you have a deep dish pizza, Brandon? I always wanted to try that. And were you at the Sears Tower? Wow, Sarah. Gotta run, guys. Being what you are was a blessing. Thank you, Sandra, for staying with us. I appreciate your time and telling us about your life. And I will be on your channel to support you. I lived in North Dakota for 2 years. Oh, so you know what it is then. You was up there by the flat states. I had a Chicago pizza. It was so different from everything I grew up and knew for the last 30 years. Was it deep dish? YouTube, no, there's more than two people in here. It say three on now I say one on mine. I don't even pay attention to that counter no more. I used to be uh glued in thinking that man, don't nobody want to hear me talk and there'll be people in here. So now I say zero. Best pizza is deep dish in the world. I still haven't tried it. I'm gonna have to get to it, coffee. I want to move to the Carolinas. Dang, I almost bit my tongue. Y'all see that? I want to move to the Carolinas. My dad side of the family is from a small town in North Carolina called Ahoskie outside of Raleigh, Phoenix. That's why y'all hear a little bit of country in me. See you, Sandra, says Phoenix. Yes, it was deep dish Chicago style pizza with the sauce. I'm hungry now. I just heated up some pizza, but it's gluten free and it's flat. I'll be trying to eat the healthy style pizza, but I do miss the other style. They mail us pizza from home. Wow, that's dope. That's dope that they mail you pizza from back home. Union Station parking lot. Police are on the scene near Union Station after a deceased person was found. Authorities are working to determine the cause of death and the person's identity. You hitting us with the like you a news anchor. Thanks, Sarah. That was real news anchorish. I don't like Chicago pizza. My favorite is Detroit style. What's different about that? What what do what does Detroit do that's different to their pizza? I only been in Detroit two times, even though I'm like what only I was what 3 hours, 3.5 hours away. But the times I went there, I was like, shoot, this look like our hood. It ain't no difference. The counter is always wrong. You're right. Don't ever. Nah, I'm done paying attention to the counter. I might do a crime channel about St. Louis. That'll be cool. I'm more than willing to check that out because I ain't seen nothing about St. Louis for real. Besides Nelly and I like hearing you talk. Thanks, Rising Phoenix. Papa John's got deep dish now. I used to work at Papa John's. I was just telling a story about that to my family the other day. I forgot to put the mic closer to my mouth. It sound a lot better. I hate biting my tongue. It hurts bad. Yeah, that's like one of the worst. And getting a paper cut. Y'all want to know one of the only weird thing that I think that's about me? I like taking like pieces of fabric off of covers and rolling it in my fingers like a booger. I've been doing that since I was little, y'all. Don't judge me. It's like a common thing, like the squeeze stress things that you squeeze in your hair. This has always been calming to me. I know it's kind of weird, but I don't mind sharing with y'all. I told y'all I was about to open up to y'all. I think we all got a bit of country in us. What's the small town in North Carolina? It's called Ahoskie, and it's an hour outside of Raleigh. Thanks to the Great Migration, the mass exodus. I I think I know what you're talking about, but you could fill me in though. Phoenix, if you do it enough, your tongue tastes like chicken. ah, just throw some sauce in every once in a while, and you'll be okay. That was a good one, Brandon. That was a cannibal joke. Eating your own tongue. Dad joke. Did you say a husky? Yep. Yep. I sure did. When I was in Cleveland, I ate Romeo pizza. The sauce was sweet and it was the best I ever had. I asked them, can I buy a gallon? And they said, yes. Romeo pizza? I'm going to have to look it up. You, you close 10 miles from North Carolina? Okay. So you might know about Ahoskie. It's real small though. I like North Carolina. I like Virginia too. She said she hated biting her tongue. I just have to do it all the time at work. It was a little joke. I get that joke because I I know y'all done heard me say this a lot, but I didn't change my ways, y'all. I used to cuss a whole lot, and I didn't back down from confrontation. And I'm not proud of this, but just to let y'all know, I almost fought my brother when I was getting evicted that day because he was being real ignorant, and I still got that fight in me. But I'm not proud of this, y'all. I almost I told him to square it with me too. She said she hated. It's like a rectangle deep dish, and the pepperonis are like cups. Huh? I don't think I had that before. I'm trying to think of the best pizza I had in Cleveland. Growing up, it was a pizza place in Cleveland called Angela Mia. Matter of fact, it's from where I'm from in East Cleveland, but I've heard that it the quality has dropped off, so I won't recommend it. But back in the day, I would have recommended y'all try a place called Angela Mia's if y'all came to Cleveland. I'm gonna have to find out who the new king is. Oh, trust me, Brandon, I had to hold my tongue. Ahoskie is where everyone is from. I don't know about everyone because that's a small town. I just made the best enchilada sauce in the world. That sounds great. I don't think I've ever had an enchilada. Don't roast me, but I don't think I've ever had one. That green vegan blessings. I make cheesy enchiladas with red onions and Spanish rice and beans. That sounds good. I'd like to try some. I'm gonna have to explore Green Vegan's channel to see what she be up to. The first time she seen me, she said I look like her family, and I agree. We do look like we have some genes in common. Rosin Phoenix said, "Not like a booger." Yeah, I've been doing this since I was a kid, y'all. This was always calming to me. I know it's kind of weird, but I would like take the like a towel and pick the string off and then roll it up in my fingers. I think this is like the only weird thing that I do, y'all. Like that's considered like quote unquote weird, but it don't bother me. Phoenix, what's your enchilada sauce recipe? Instead of tomato juice, I use VA and put taco seasoning in it. Huh. I tried to drink a V8 a couple times in my life. Not happening because tomato juice is like it's terrible to me. And when I do juice and I include tomatoes, I hold my nose and drink it. I know you say grow up, Chris. Grow up, Chris. Nah, but tomato juice it never agreed with me. But I'll still drink it by while I hold my nose. Then I'll keep holding my nose and drink something that I like, and then take a bite of an apple so it could get all of that out between my teeth. I do the same with black seed oil. It tastes like motor oil, y'all. If you didn't know, and you definitely need some help getting that out your off your palate after you drink that. Chris, you've got to try enchilada. I will. I took two rotisserie chickens and made bone broth out of them overnight. I added some tomato bouillon. I bet y'all ain't think I knew how to pronounce that. I cut the real garlic very small and I used a taco flavored bell tallow. Dang, that sound. I'm about to power my electric wheelchair up. I'm ready to start visiting y'all. Chris, I'm going to cook for you. I appreciate that. I'll paint while you cook. Make you some tiles. Phoenix, that sounds amazing. Mole sauce. I never heard of that. Unless you're saying guacamole, you just shorten it. I can smell your cooking through the YouTube, Phoenix. I miss cooking for y'all. Once I get a new place, I'm gonna get right back to it. Unless I be a nomad and just travel all over. I'll do like how some of them chefs. You ever seen them chefs on YouTube that just go to somebody's house and ask them can they cook for them? If you haven't, there it's real cool. They'll just go to a random person's house, even in the hood, in the ghetto, and say, "I'm a professional chef. Do you mind if I make y'all dinner tonight?" And they get a lot of views doing that. So there's a good idea for y'all chefs out there. Just pull up to somebody and say, "Can I make a meal for you?" It is the best I ever made. I'm gonna do that from now on because my sister buys rotisserie chicken. Chickens like Daisy on Girl Interrupted. I never seen that before. I need to check that out so I can see what you're talking about. I froze it, Brandon, and I'll have to send you one. Wait, hold up. I had to jump back on and ask if someone named J Man in this live. Not that I know of. Hold on, this is my cousin from Atlanta. Hey, big sister.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm on live right now.
Oh, okay. I just want to say Cleveland Clinic called your home care person supposed to come on the 19th, and it's
Okay.
going to change to address. They want you to update them. So
Okay,
basically,
I'll
they
call
call
her.
change the address and stuff like that. Have you spoken anymore to your other lady?
She'll be here in person on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
She said she's gonna come out on Thursday.
Okay, good.
I'll call you when I'm done.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay. Let me go back up. Wait, hold up. I had to jump back on. All right, I read that. I had a therapist named Jamon, but oh dang, he took himself out. Dang, I'm sorry to hear that. That would be awesome, Phoenix. I'll do a live opening if you can. I was a potty mouth really bad until I met Yolanda with Brit Family Fun. How did she help you get over being a potty mouth? I had a real bad cussing problem, y'all. I talk totally different now, as y'all can see. But as you learn more and more, you learn that, a lot of stuff that you say is ignorant when you grow up. And I learned what some of the cuss words mean, and yeah, I don't like that. And I made my chat all gray. How did I do that? How did I get this off of here? It's still a lot need to learn. Dang, all my messages is gray. I need to read it like I got bifocals on now. Y'all get the 3D Chris now. Mm-mm-mm. Figure of speech. Their ancestors started there. Oh, did I read that? You got to try. I took. Yeah, I read that. Mm-mm. It's the best I ever made. I'm gonna do that from now on because my sister buys rotisserie chickens. I read that. Frozen Brandon. Wait, hold up. I had a therapist. I read that. That'd be awesome. Potty mouth. Okay, I'm caught up. Used to enhance many Mexican dishes. It's used to enhance many Mexican dishes, and you're talking about mole, I believe. Q. I'm still bad. You still bad, but did you at least cut back a little bit? At least you trying. Phoenix, I don't think Jen Mine was a good therapist. J Mine was a good therapist. Canadian, it's a brown sauce, not thick and not runny. He was an amazing therapist. I think that he had PTSD from the army. Sometimes it was like I was his therapist and he would open up to me. I love mole sauce. It's good to mix the green one with the brown one. I'm gonna try that. All right, now it ain't gray no more. I don't know how them other messages turn gray. This chat be tripping. All this talk about food, I'm with you on that. Got me hungry too. Brandon, you know I love your dark humor. I love dark humor too, to be honest with you. I done got away from it because it usually includes a whole bunch of cussing, but I did like it before I changed my ways. I don't really like to listen to a lot of vulgar stuff no more. That green vegan, are you still here? Because I need to sub to you. Let me know. Thanks from Barry. You know, you're right, Phoenix. It's Yolanda and a few others, and I've learned to control my words a lot more. I once read that if you cuss, you're too ignorant to fill in the spaces with proper words, and you just fill it in with cuss words because you're too ignorant. And that really hit home with me because I don't like being called ignorant. So I say, yeah, let me change some of these words that's coming out my mouth. And I know y'all probably heard that old saying that words is like toothpaste. Once they come out your mouth, they can never go back in. And that really hit home with me too, because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings and it sting for a long time. Yes, you can sound ignorant by what you say, the word by the words that you use. Yep, I've got everything set up in the background to go live with you. And when you are ready, I'm going to sit here until you are done with your life live, and then all I have to do is click a button. Okay, Brandon, I'll let you know what's up. My living situation is temporary, so My schedule going on YouTube is a little different. Blind Rager, what up? How you doing, bro? Where you from, Blind Rager? Are you from up in Minnesota too? The Nichols, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing great. How are y'all? And I believe this is both of y'all channels, the Nichols. But if not, how are y'all doing individually? I meant to say beef tallow. I really like beef tallow a lot, Rising Phoenix. When I was cooking, um, was it the steaks? I think it was the steaks, the bison burgers, and and the other stuff like eggs and stuff. The beef tallow is like number one. It was expensive though, like $18 for a jar. But that was my first time trying it like a year and a half ago, and I really love it. Phoenix. Blind Ray just said, "What up, Nichols?" Hello, Blind Rager. That sounds perfect. Painting while I cook. That'll be cool. That'd be a great content. Me coming to visit y'all and y'all doing what y'all do while I paint or cook for y'all. I'm gonna have a collection from my friends because Mental Glass made me something. I haven't seen your gift yet. I like what you made me, Mental, and I like the coins that you just made. I like almost everything you showed, to be honest with you, because I'm an artist too. It's pronounced mole. Okay, ole. I know you're used to being king of the castle. I wish. Yes, I've seen that on YouTube. He's probably talking about the chefs pulling up on people. I'm in New Zealand, bro. Doing good. Oh wow, New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand. You the first person I ever met from New Zealand. Doing good, just getting ready for lunch with my blind community. Okay. That's a cool name. Since you're blind, that's a cool name, Blind Ranger. And I hope you have a great day. It's 10:10 Tuesday here. Unless you're a teacher and you're not blind, but either way, it's still a cool name. It's 10:10 a.m. in New Zealand. I don't even think I can find New Zealand on the map. Like, it's been a while since I've seen it. So I'm gonna go and find it on the map after I'm done. It is. We're going to have two. The Nichols Journey and Nichols Extras narrowed down this channel. Okay. I forgot I'm going to dip out for a minute and put your live up for a second. And I'm going to post. Thank you. Blind Rager says, shout out Phoenix. I'm all caught up with the chat. It is 1,000 people in the building, even though it only says one person. I posted a post on my channel to come here. Let's see who comes. Come on through. I was supposed to say pause after that. I'm so used to watching Stash say pause. I got the pause back. I used to say that a lot when I was younger. If y'all didn't know, that's a Harlem thing. And you say pause after like a man says something questionable. It's funny though. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. On this nice day, it's 50 something. It's 51 degrees and sunny here, and this is like almost unheard of, Cleveland. Yes, bro. I'm facing permanent blindness since I turned 29. I don't see eye to eye with my family now, and I'm 35. That was a good joke. And for you to be able to make fun of yourself, you get a 10 for that joke. And I'm sorry that you're going through that. Like, I always thought about if I could reverse it, would I trade in my eyesight for my ability to walk? And I said, nah. So, shout out to you and what you're going through. And God bless you. And I hope you get healed because I tell myself all the time, I know I'm gonna walk again. So tell yourself you're gonna see perfectly, and you never know. So blessings up to you. Nicole says you're welcome. Anytime my wife get home at 5:30, that's when we're going to have dinner. Do you think we'll be done by then? No guarantees, Brian. This might not be the best day, as you can see. I got some background noise right now, but um, yeah, since I'm staying here temporary, I can't really give you the best thumbs up on the scheduling. And I don't know if you've seen my previous two videos. I was talking about what's going on here. Oh, no problem, Blind Ranger. Anytime, anytime you need some encouragement, man, you're welcome. I don't hold my head down, and I'll never blame God for me being paralyzed. I talk to God like this, Blind Ranger, like God. I know it was my decision to sign up to play football, and I know I shouldn't have been playing no sport where you running into each other, crashing your body into each other. But I never get down on what happened to me at 14. And if you're new here, I know for a fact that I got MS from getting hit in my spine super hard when I was 14 playing football. But I could have been walking with a walker from the age of 14, but God let me live to be about 37, 38 before it started taking over my body. So I'm blessed, y'all. I could have been in this situation from 14. I don't know your situation, but no situation is ever perfect. I was just gonna have to live and talk with you. Yeah, I'm at a temporary spot. I got illegally evicted 2 weeks ago, Brandon, and I filmed it. It's a private video. I'm probably gonna save it for members only. But yeah, I actually filmed the incident leading up to it. They broke the door down and busted the glass out, and the bailiff said don't film me, so I shut the live off then. But I filmed it all the way up until when they were about to put me out. It was -2 that day, y'all. So it's a private video, but I'm about to hit 500 subscribers. I'm gonna talk that into existence because I'm at 312 now. So at 500, I'm going to um, do the member thing, and then I'll have that available among other stuff that I have. I'm gonna give super detailed information about, especially when I got napped and bang bang. I'll tell juicy stuff in the membership only stuff that only y'all will be able to hear. Yeah, it's definitely a humbling experience, especially Blind Ranger. I went from being an athlete, playing football, baseball, basketball, you name it, and then having to walk with a walkers is very humbling, but I don't let it get me down at all. Brandon said hello, Christine. Dog, thank you for coming. She said hello, everyone. Like done. I appreciate you, Christine, and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate your time. No, I don't. Oh, I read that. It's been the most time. I read that. And Christine says to the Nichols, hello, and you're welcome. I'm all caught up. Oh, Q, I've been doing this too. If you're still here, thanks for telling me about that. And my lymph nodes too. That resistance, it really helped, y'all. Okay, Chris, if you don't want to talk today, that's okay. But I literally got everything set up. We could chat live for a few minutes if you want. Yeah, if I get off and you still have time, I'm more than willing to come on by. It's definitely uh if I don't, it's not because I don't want to. I know that I scheduled a live yesterday, and something happened where I couldn't. So I was just trying to make up for that time, and for people who were waiting on me. Didn't get my job opportunity to do interviews. Let me see. Damn, the chat shifted. Hold on. I'm just glad I can help others with their journey through vision loss. That's real cool of you. I can imagine people really needing an extra push or some kind words to get through struggling with their eyesight. I was reckless all my life until this happened to me. Sometimes it stuff like that happens to you because you need to sit down. Same goes for me. I was definitely headed down more of the wrong path, and I don't mind sharing this with y'all. And I'm not glorifying this, but it was some people who I was mad at and had beef with, and I believe if I wasn't in this situation, that something bad would happen. And I'm not gonna go into it, but to glorify it, but I'm pretty sure y'all can read in between the lines on what I'm trying to say. Okay, Chris, if you no, I read that. I just gonna help others. Nichols to Christine. Hello. I don't get the opportunity to jump on and do interviews, but I do now. Yeah, that is cool doing interviews. Nichols say testify. I don't mind sharing my life so I can help other people out there. So I definitely will be sharing my testimonies. I changed my life. I even pray for my enemies, y'all. So I would have never prayed for anybody who crossed me when I was younger, y'all, because I was stubborn and had a bad attitude. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. But I definitely wasn't praying for no enemies. And I do that now. So I done come a long way, y'all. And it's only through the strength of our Father that I can do that because I would have never prayed for anybody that crossed me before. And I know they say never, but I knew my younger self that wasn't in me. But yeah, the thought of our Father and His Son going through so much stuff really motivates me to be a better person. And I'll be thinking like, man, when I was younger, I didn't think that Jesus, all the stories was real and how on the cross and how He suffered. Because when you're young, it's hard to grasp that our Creator sent His Son down here to like do all of this cool stuff for us. But the older I got and the more evidence I keep popping up, I'm a believer. So when I go through like trials and tribulations, I'll be like, man, if Jesus or Yahuwah or Yahuwah, I know some people call Jesus through that name, the Greek name. If he can go through all that stuff, like my little troubles ain't nothing. So that gets me through too. And I know everybody's not religious or spiritual, but I'm just sharing my life with y'all. I wasn't either, even though I went to Baptist church when I was young. I went to a Lutheran middle school and a Catholic high school. I still really wasn't convinced because the religions kept me kind of confused. And once I even had an hour-long conversation with a preacher who preached his whole life at a Baptist church, and I was painting their kitchen. And shout out to you, Sherry and Willie, if you ever see this. But I had an hour-long conversation. He was a preacher his whole life. I said, there are so many religions. Who is going to go to heaven or hell at the end? And he, at the end of the conversation, he still really didn't hadn't clarified it. And he said, well, I just follow Jesus Christ because that's how I was raised. So even after an hour-long conversation and the talk about religions, at the end, a preacher that had been a preacher his whole life still didn't like give me a clear answer on who's going to heaven and hell according to different religions. So that made me not really want to be into any religion and just a follower of God. I've set up the live. I'm going to do it anyways, and I will change the wording. But if you see me on live, still welcome to jump in. I would love to talk with you. I will do open. I appreciate it. And if I do finish in time, I will come over there. And if we don't today, then think about maybe tomorrow if you're not busy. I appreciate it, Brandon. I done hit an hour on this one. I forgot when it started buffering on the last video, but I'm an open book if y'all want to ask me anything. And I had really just started talking about the family stuff when it started buffering. So uh, I was just really like catching up with y'all and seeing how y'all were doing. Not really getting too deep into it, but shoot, maybe I'll even go live like later and cover some stuff when I didn't jump right into talking about it. Where are you from, the Nichols? I don't think I asked you where you were from or seen in your description in your channel yet. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all see, it's nice and sunny here. This is like unheard of for February in Cleveland. Been busy, but drop by to say hi again. Appreciate you, Majestic. That's a cool name too, Majestic Lion Eyes. Super cool. Peace to you as well, Majestic. From here to Sweden. How you doing, Mark? Appreciate you for stopping by, Mark Knuckles. Mm-mm. I be spending so much time watching y'all content that sometimes the time be going so quick. I'll be like, oh, it's time for me to do something. Get on. Anytime I'm live, you're welcome to join in with me, unless I'm doing a private interview. Okay, I appreciate you, and I will stop by and click the link and be backstage. By private interview, I mean when talking one on one with someone. Okay, yeah, I'll recognize when it's just a one on one interview or an open panel. I appreciate your open invitation and for being there early on when my channel was just starting to grow. Thank y'all for the love and support, no matter where you are in the world. And don't be shy about checking out my older content. It's some good stuff on there. On one of my shorts, I showed that I went from a private school that I went to in high school for 3 years, and then I transferred to a public school. And I had to play that school the first game of the year when I went to my new school, where the Cleveland Cavaliers play. And unfortunately, we lost to them by like 8 points. But then that my senior year, we went on a 26 game winning streak, and the state championship game is on YouTube, y'all. And I watched it on one of my lives and titled 12-hour live question mark. And then I said, let's do it. Knuckles is my pup's name. Oh, that's cool. I love dogs. Share the live, says Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for promoting the channel. I appreciate you. Mark said, what's up, Blind Rager? Sarah said, dope. Praying to have a wonderful night. It was really good catching up and hanging out with you, buddy. You as well. You're always welcome over here. And you did a great job when you went up on the source talking to the twins. I was in the bushes watching. Dogs are awesome. Yeah. I love how dogs you could leave a dog for like 2 minutes and like forget your keys and come back and they act like that you've been gone for like 3 weeks. That's so cool. Cats are cool in their own right, but I've never been a cat person. But I do like how cats be like, just feed me and leave me alone. But there's some cool cats though. I ain't no cat hater. Majestic with the glasses and the hundreds. Nothing more loyal than a dog. I'm gonna have to agree. I had two German shepherds growing up, and they were real cool. They were so smart that my mom would tell them one of them to get me up, the oldest one, and they would just lightly bite on me, and they knew not to bite me real hard and just to try to get me up. So that was real cool. That was one of the things that is the coolest about the dogs I had. I don't miss all that the hair that they shedded though. I would wake up with hair all in dog hair all in my hair. I had two boxer patties. Knuckles is 4 years old. Mr. Potters is 5 months old. I'm gonna look up that breed. I haven't heard of that before. Boxer patties. Unless you meant to put puppies. I used to watch my aunt's boxer every now and then when she would bring them over and let them loose in our yard. Pitties, not patties. Okay. Boxer pitties. Majestic with the heart. I mean, with the prayer hands and the dog. Yeah, dogs are cool. So yeah, I'm just freestyling right now. I think I'll come back later and start talking about the family stuff right away. But I'm enjoying just talking to y'all right now, and I don't want to like be going back and forth, so people have to watch for a long ass time before I get to talking about the family stuff. It was starting to buffer right when I was starting to talk about it before, but I'll just get back on and do it. Mm-mm-mm. Between me missing the doing the lives and me getting buffed out, I'm gonna have to get on a regular schedule so people won't be disappointed. Especially when I say that I'm going live at 2 in the morning. I know people be salty if I don't show up on that one if they stayed up. But I promise I'll get better at that. I don't like being pump fake myself. So thanks, Poetic and Mr. Block. Y'all said y'all was waiting for me at 2 last night. And Brenda, I think you were too. I think I seen your comment. So if you're watching this on the rewatch, Brenda, thank you for being there and waiting for me, even when I didn't show. Majestic lion eyes. I always like the lion exhibit the probably the most when I went to the zoo. Nah, probably the gorillas because it was scary and would bang on the glass. Boxer pitties. I'm gonna look up boxer pitties. Is that boxer mit with? Is that boxers mixed with pit bulls, or is that just their kind of breed? Okay, I like watching people train dogs. I didn't know how cool bulldogs were until I seen the videos with Desert Living showing their pit bulls. Small, stocky, and very strong. Nice. Do you have a lot of videos on your channel showing your dogs? I'll go over there and watch. This is crazy. It's almost unheard of to have your window open in February in Cleveland and have a t-shirt with no sleeves on while the windows open in February. Nope. I'll be glad when I get my clippers. I feel like I've been sleeping in the bathtub, like Brandon said. I feel like Mr. Window. Yeah, yeah. Y'all remember that song? That was a song about a bum by Arrested Development. The people who sang Tennessee, Tennessee. Small, stocky, and very strong. What's your favorite old school cartoon? I think I would have to pick Transformers or G.I. Joe.
You don't see nothing you want? You don't see nothing you want? While you in there, bring me a Pepsi. Put it in that glass and put some
Instacart
ice in
just
it.
started shopping.
You don't drink no more of those, do you?
That Pepsi, you can't drink it.
Mm,
The cola,
The color.
the cola. That's what got Pepsi, Coca-Cola, dark brown.
mm.
Put it in that tall glass and put some ice in it for
Mm, mm, I'm at
I
312, y'all.
When I was going down to check the mail,
It's
I
a
forgot
glare,
that
so I know
it
y'all
was
probably
out
can't
there.
see.
Didn't no mail come.
Oh, I done flipped it. I'm at 312, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Cruz, did you see my joke on your video?
I moved it.
I said I had to come and dock my vote on the like button.
Outside, 'cause I didn't know what to do in that space. And I didn't-
You haven't been active lately, but all live streams on my playlist. Okay,
Nobody never messed with that.
I'll check it out. How you doing today, Cruz? And thanks for stopping by. Have you ever counted up all the cruises that you've been on? And if so, how many that have y'all been on? And thanks for sharing your life with us. It's cool to see the different cruise ships. I never went on one myself. I never got around to it. Even though I'm so big and tall, I was like, I don't know if I want to be on the little in them little rooms. But I know they got bigger rooms though, cruise. That
Don't,
was the younger
don't
me
put it
though,
back out. When
being
I take
closed
some, I'll
minded.
put some more in it. Thank you.
I'm gonna check out some more of your videos, Cruz. They're real cool. I like how you take us to the food spots too when you be getting something to eat. Just to let y'all know,
Did you put ice
when you
in
make
it?
content and you show yourself going to the store and all that, people like me, I really like that type of stuff. So don't stop because since I don't get out, I like going to the store with y'all and picking up food and driving in the car. You went to the car wash that day, Cruz. That was cool. I haven't
If you
done
go
that.
to the
Oh, you
store,
know what? My nephew
we
took
give,
me
we giving, what we need
2 weeks
to do,
ago.
we're giving out
So I have been in the car going through the car wash recently, but I still like seeing videos like that. I'm gonna check out your playlist, Mark, so I can see your cool dogs. And it's gonna be like 50 the next 3 days, so I'm gonna film myself going to the storage unit and doing some
we're
other
giving
stuff.
out the lemonade, orange juice. We got bread and all the other stuff.
It's 4:40 now.
You don't like that
I'm
bread
definitely
that
gonna get
came with
back
the
on
steak?
tonight though. I,
Ain't
I
crack.
promise.
Oh,
I promise. That sim on your thumbnail. Oh, okay. Oh, I can see it now. I wasn't looking real hard before, but I could see. Look like a cool dog. My German Shepherds used to sleep upside down. Your dog ever do that? Upside down against the wall? It's time for you to go. Later to the chat. Thanks, Blind Ranger. Appreciate you. And if you're a content creator, I'll stop by, show you some love. I'll probably shut it down at maybe in like 10 minutes. Get back on later.
You ain't did no stereo?
Yeah.
I got some pizza that I heated up. I wanted to turn into cardboard. Thanks for being here, Blind Ranger. Peace out. All the way to New Zealand. First person I met from New Zealand. Did I ask? I asked you before, where you from, Mark? Can you remind me? I need to start writing all this down in the notebook. Brenda Houston is in the building. Miami, nice. I think I talked about that before because I told you I went to South Beach and it was 98 and 98% humidity that weekend. That was torture. Well, not torture. It was super hot. I felt like I was swimming. Blind Ranger just left out. He just left, Brenda. How's your day going in Houston? And what's the weather down there? What part of Miami you in, Mark? I used to get used to seeing Miami on the first 48. Mm. I had to start watching that show. I got hooked on watching uh like homicide shows and police interrogation stuff. I really like that stuff. I like seeing someone getting questioned in a homicide case because you know more than likely they are lying. You bounced all around the South. Nice. I wish I had done that. I like warmer weather, but since my family was rooted up here, I stayed around up here. Most of my family is in Cleveland. When I do my down south road trip, I might have to pull up on you, Mark, if you're open to it. That's gonna be some cool content. Visiting all the cool people that sub to my channel. It says it's 1,000 people in here. Just kidding. It says one person. Thanks for the 16 likes. Thank y'all for coming back in here when it buffered out on me. I even reset the router yesterday and what they call it, cleaned out the cache, but they still be buffering me, huh? YouTube don't rock with me like that, huh? It's 4:45. I'll probably get off at 5, y'all, and do I'll do a late night stream. Might have to come by and watch some of your content too, some more of your content too, Brenda. See all the cool baskets that you made for Valentine. Did you have a successful Valentine's making the cool baskets for people? And if you don't mind me asking, do you sell more like flower stuff or like teddy bear stuff? And if you watching this again, Rising, or if you still here, that teddy bear under that car was diabolical. I was laughing when you pointed that out. You said y'all seeing it real time with me. That was funny. Mm, Crew's still in the building, sailing along. What's the uh what's the best destination that you cruise from or like to cruise? Man, the sunshine feels good. It's right in my face. Pause. Mm, mm, mm. Bum, 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 bum. Thank y'all for showing love back and forth and checking each other's channels out, helping each other's channel grow. Mm, I'll stay on about 10 more minutes. Then if y'all be up late, I'll see y'all for sure tonight. Thank y'all for y'all continued support. Mm. That's funny because you don't be knowing how many people in here to talk to because the counter always be wrong. They be saying 0 and there be 5 people in here. I'm gonna finish watching School Days today. That came out probably when I was in like the 8th grade, and I still ain't seen it. I'm almost done with it. I watched like most of it today. It was okay. It's funny seeing Gina from Martin Young on there. I got a whole list of old school stuff I need to watch that I never got around to. Need to get my weights out the storage so I can get back on the workout. My chest feel weak. Say it with your chest. Need to do some push-ups. Push-ups is like one of my pet peeve exercises. And I don't think I ever look forward to doing no push-ups. I would even like to run more than I did like push-ups, and I did not like running, even though I played basketball. Thank y'all for rocking with me on this Sunday. Well, might might call it evening now since it's almost 5. I never learned when you stop calling it afternoon, and when do it change to the evening. I always set it at like 5 o'clock when I would start saying good evening. 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. Shout out to Lala. Your channel's in my recommendations. Shout out to Lala. That's a that's a nice thumbnail, Lala. You take great pictures. If y'all not hip to Lala's channel, it is Lala the High Vibe Coach. And she told you about nutrition, exercises, and she's a great motivator. And right now I'm watching their channel is called Wolf and Snort, and that's Desert Living and Bulldog's channel. And we watch each other's lives, and I'm watching theirs now. And he plays this video game that takes 2 years to finish, and he shows his wife's live streams while he's playing to make it more interesting. So there go 2 channels that I follow, y'all, and that's Wolf and Snort and Lala the High Vibe Coach. Show them some love. If you never seen nobody doing acrobatics on a treadmill, go over to Lala's channel. She be getting busy. She got some of the best energy that I ever seen too. Thanks, Sarah. Keep promoting the channel and telling people to like it and share and comment. Are you still live? And what's the longest you ever went live, sir? Five more minutes. Five more minutes. Apocalypse imminent. Sorry, late. We got a windstorm rolling. Where you at, Apocalypse? You in the desert? Oh, okay. I was about to say, I guess right. You in the desert. I know that's scary being out in the desert with nothing, no buildings to block the wind. I heard Desert talking about it in one of the podcasts you had running. We're lucky in the city because we got all these buildings to block it. He said it's actually fun. What's the most nerve wracking part about it? Since you say it's fun, the house is it's built for wind, so okay. Isn't that called like Adobe type like um architecture? Blowing over the trees I planted. Nice. Did I guess that right? Is that Adobe style architecture? And I still have to learn about the analytics too. I didn't forget about that. What kind of trees are those that you planted that can withstand all that wind? It's, it's called fixed up. Shish. That's funny. Shish shack architecture. He pieced it together like the A team when they would build like um what they call a fortified van. I took too long with that joke. It expired. When we bought it, it had five small additions. Huh. Did y'all make it all connect? I bet y'all be seeing some creepy stuff up in the sky too, since it's not any street lights and city lights. I've heard that people that live in the desert have seen a lot of tripped out UFOs and stuff. Not that people in the city haven't like recently, but I can just imagine. They all start out 400 square feet. Those were the rules back in the 40s. Oh, okay. Interesting. 400 square feet. That's like a living room, isn't it? Nah, it's bigger than a living room. 40 by 10. Hmm, that's about a living room, ain't it? Yeah. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm on my Bob the Builder trivia. Mm-mm-mm. How far along are you in the gameplay that you playing right now? Since it takes 2 years, if you had to guesstimate it. I try to like follow it a little bit. It's basically like a village going to war and then you building it back up and fortifying it even better. So the next war that you have, it will last longer. Am I getting that right? Stronghold Kingdoms Day. Oh, you say you're on day 168. This game lacks participation, so maybe 6 more months. Okay. Shout out to Gemini. I made a mistake and hit the shorts. Shout out to Gemini. If you watching this on a rewatch, you got a cool channel. And she always shows a drawing and she says, "What do you see?" I see parasites under a microscope on that one. Mm, Leave a comment, show her some love. Go back to your channel, Bulldogs. There's a lot of people live right now. Oh yeah, you had a stream 2 hours ago and then you got back on Bulldogs. Oh, was I watching the rewatch just then? Oh, I must have been watching the rewatch. I thought that was live, Bulldogs. I'll keep watching it though. The idea is to keep balance of resources and fend off the AI attacks. If a real player attacks, this is bad. It usually never happens until the very end of the game because it's never one person. Okay, thank you for breaking it down for me. So the AI just be chilling. Humans be coming with the force. I never played a game like that before. I like watching people play different kind of games though. Mm, What have I been watching lately? Uh, I forgot what it's called. I like watching people play World of Tanks and uh, Call of Duty every now and then. But I played it for 7 years straight, so I got tired of it. Oh, Battlefield. I like watching people play Battlefield. It looks so real because the buildings collapse and stuff when the bombs hit it. AI is a pain, but easy. Humans are very difficult. I watch all kind of stuff on Twitch. Are you hip to Twitch, Bulldogs? It basically started off showing people play video games, and it's branched off into other categories now where people DJ on there, they fish on there, artwork, uh, shoot, you name it. It's good but short. Are you talking about the campaign? It was a decade ago. I've watched people play the campaign. I usually watch people play online. You say yes. Okay. I like watching people play chess on Twitch too. I was talking about that earlier with coffee. There's some grandmasters on Twitch that play chess. They live stream chess matches all the time, almost every day on there. So if you're a chess fan, go to Twitch, and there's a whole bunch of high ranked chess players that play from quick games all the way to games where it takes like 10 minutes to move a piece. Played Dark Souls for 3 years and Dead Space for a bit longer. Yeah, I wish you had saved that on here or on one of your channels because I would have watched you play all of it. Far Cry 4 was great. I seen clips of that and I seen people saying it was real good. I haven't watched it yet though. I would like to, but I was wondering like, should I start on 4 because I done missed a whole lot from the other 3, or is it good enough to just start with 4 and enjoy that? Gonna start playing in a week. Oh, okay, cool. Four is the best. All right, so I'm gonna just watch all of 4. Let me know if you're gonna play that, and I'll just watch you instead of going and watch another gamer play it. Since I know it's probably a real long game. I always heard great things about Far Cry 4 though. Matter of fact, there was a video saying it had the best car chase scene, or yeah, I think the best car chase scene on there when you on the back and you be coming out the car on top and trying to jump on top of the other car and stuff. I did see that, a clip of that. So if you're gonna play for it, let me know and I'll wait and watch you. It could be long, depending if you want to collect everything and get all the what they call it. Thing I forget what they call it when you get all the extra goodie stuff. The gyrocopter is amazing. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, let me know if you're gonna play it, or should I go watch another person play that before you get back to Dark Souls and Dead Space? Oh, it's 5:08. I'll shut it down at 5:10, 5:15. And I'll get back on later for the people on the late night shift or on the West Coast or around the world. I just I have subs from Nigeria, Kenya, the Philippines now, Sweden, Australia. I think that's it so far. That's new. That's on the other side of the world. So I go live at night so it won't be the morning time when they're watching me. I'm going to play the original Dead Space. Okay. I watched that and it was cool. From what I watched, I stopped watching it like 30 minutes in the one gamers channel. But I like the GUNs that they had that and then the monsters they didn't DIE. You just had to put them down. The original Dead Space is great. The remake is the turd. Okay, I'm gonna go with the original then. I'm gonna be watching you, so you'll be playing the good one. Thanks for that too, because I bet that's a long ass game to be replaying again. But you said you were a big fan of. Was it original or the remake? I forgot. But the graphics look crisp, and the gameplay was all right. And the dude had like a laser cannon, and I remember the commentary. It was like it's not KILing them. It's just slowing them down or uh, incapacitating. I think I said that right. I'm not sure if it was the original or the remake though. But the graphics were real good though. Not that that's everything. I'd rather have great gameplay. But I'll go back and look. It's probably still marked where I looked up people who were playing that and they'll show the red bar on who I watched. I completed Dead Space in 8 hours with just the GUN and without being out of here. No shortcuts. Okay. That'll be cool to watch then. Get right to the nitty gritty. I was a gamer most of my life, so definitely like watching people who play games as long as it's interesting. I started off playing in kindergarten, Pac Man on Atari, one stick, one button. We done came a long way. It's like, 10 buttons now? Mm, I'm going to go live tonight for everybody who's here or on the rewatch. I know I missed my last couple appointments, so I ain't going to disappoint y'all. Chop it up with y'all late tonight. Now I'll talk more about the family stuff. I know that's something most people can relate to. I get so much love from my YouTube family on here. It helps me keep my head up about the other stuff that I be going through. So thank y'all. Oh, and motivated. If you're saying this, your videos earlier were like you were talking to me directly. Thank you so much, motivated, for your videos. One of the best games I ever played was on Panasonic 3DO. I remember that, and called Shockwave. The 3D. I remember that name. Shockwave. 95. That was that gaming system that cost a whole lot, and then it didn't have like the first gaming system with memory cards, and you could take it to the arcade room and put it in those games. If I'm remembering right. Mm-mm-mm. I think it was like $1,000 that gaming system, if I'm correct. Let's see how my gaming Jeopardy skills are. Do 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 do. Categories 3DO. Ah, yep, that was Neo Geo. Yep, yep. I do remember the name 3DO though. Dang, I almost got it. No, I didn't. The Panasonic was $399 and $799. Wow. Have you heard about that new Cube coming out where you could play every game that ever came out? and they still, I think, deciding on the price point on it, and it's shaped like an Xbox. It's a cube, and they're saying that you could play any video game that has ever come out on it. I couldn't afford the Neo Geo, me either. I was still I only had a pocket full of quarters to play at the arcade. Yeah, I got hip to it about 6 months ago, and they were thinking about the price point. But it's basically a computer allowing you to play almost any video game that has ever come out. And I'm not sure how they got around the copyright with that, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Says you could play anything, and I mean anything. They said any game that has ever come out. Games were 199 to 299. Dang, you got to take up a collection to buy a game. You got to do a GoFundMe to buy a game. But I get out my 525 and floppy and see if it can play it. What's 525? Mm-mm-mm. Okay, is that the size of the floppy? Uh, I guess right. I remember those days and going to computer lab and playing Jeopardy and where in the world is Carmen San Diego and the Oregon Trail. Remember that? IBM was 3.25. Okay. Did you used to play the Oregon Trail and where in the world is Carmen San Diego and Jeopardy and computer lab like I did when I was in grade school? Did you have to fix your wagon wheel to make it to California? Commodore 64 had a 5.25-inch floppy. I think those were the computers that we used in grade school. Don't quote me though. You didn't play those? How old are you, Bulldogs? I just turned 49. Just wondering so I could see what era of video games that you came up in. 53? Okay. I'm surprised you haven't heard of those. Sarah, what's up, Sarah? Thank you for keeping the vibes alive and trying to tell people to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Are you still live, Sarah? I'll be on tonight, Sarah. 6 hours in. Nice. Did you gain any more subs? You said you was at what, 610 now? Or the 605? I gotta catch up with you. I'm at 312. 608 now. Okay. Congratulations. Let's keep it moving to the moon. What you cooking tonight, Sarah? And what's like a favorite thing that St. Louis people like? It could be anything. Just let me know something that St. Louis people really love. Cause you the first person I ever met from St. Louis. Got 8 subscribers for being live for 12 hours. That's nice. Not cooking ish. Yeah, you said GUNs. That's funny. St. Louis people would get along with Cleveland people. Party money and that was the Biggie song. Party and bug. Party and bug. That was his first song too. That made it kind of big. How you doing? Shit. Let me. I don't want to mess your name up. Sheikh Sayak. Okay, I think I got it. Sheikh Sayak. How you doing today? You funny, Sarah. Y'all would get along perfect where I grew up. The city I grew up in is actually called East Cleveland. Whoop and Snore said I sub to you, Sarah. Bum, 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 bum. Thanks for the love. Thanks for showing Sarah love, Bulldogs. Mm, I watch Bulldogs almost every day, Sarah. We trade watching each other lives. We show love like that. I've been talking away. I was supposed to get off here like about an hour ago, but the vibes is right. Mm-mm-mm. I gotta take advantage of when YouTube don't want to buff me out too. That be killing the momentum. You be talking for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then it buff you out, and then people go find another live to join. You go by the chat rate. You mean like how far that they watched before people clicked off? What's it called? The click through rate? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. The more and more I share with y'all, the better my click rate thing is. I still got to get it to a better percentage though. People be on mine, click on mine, be like, man, this is just a big bowling ball head dude talking. But I guarantee it's going to get a lot more juicier. Pause. In OBS, it will show the YouTube chat rate that shows your participation. Okay. Oh, the click through rate is different. Okay. 20 likes mean you've been active in these YouTube streets. You already know, Phoenix. I'll be over in India. I'll be over in Kenya. I'll be in Arlington. I'll be in Vancouver. Looking at Tracy in her garden. I'll be in New York looking at Gemini's What Do You See paintings. I'll be all over. Yep, the Philippines. I like how they like to go live and sing and do music a lot. That's cool. There's a lot of them that like to get on their lives and sing with those karaoke mics. Shout out to the Philippines. I would like to visit there. I would. I wouldn't mind living way far from here. Yeah, some are good. Um, oh, I had a brain fart. But I definitely wouldn't mind living in another country. You say karaoke the same time I type to my sister. We in Cleveland we would say Jinxies. Take me with you. Let's go. Shoot. And you don't even have to learn the language. Now it's apps that will translate it to your phone. So and your earpiece so you know what people saying. The Belize. The Belize is in the Caribbean if I'm not mistaken, right? Or am I all the way wrong? Belize. What about Turks and Caicos? Poke, you owe me a Coke. Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. Jinxies. And then when we would see a beetle, we would say punch bug, no punch back. You could punch the other person in the arm. And you say punch bug, no punch back. And when I was young and we would see cool cars, we would say, that's my car, that's my car. Dang, I ain't thought about that in a long time, y'all. That's some good memories. That's my car, that's my car. Wow, that was a great memory right there. Yeah, I'm down to travel. Just need a little patience in my movement, but I'll get there. Yeah, I wasn't a big getting punched fan either, especially in the arm. Yeah, and we bruised. Yeah, I definitely was not a getting punched fan. You still say that's my car? Oh yeah, I've heard you say that. I know you like the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, oh Challenger, okay. The ones with the turbo boost. I like watching those cars do that. What's it called when they're still and they do that traction control? That's it. You ever seen people do that with their Challengers and they Chargers Rising Phoenix? It's something called traction control or something where they steal and they hit this button and it just take off and it go from like 0 to 60 in like 3 or 4 seconds. You the color of my son Pharaoh. He about to be 15. What up, Pharaoh? My fellow waffle colored friend. You go Irish somewhere. Oh, you hey, you took that off. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I looked at the picture that you had put up of your kids. They look cool. You got Irish in your lineage? No, I never seen that. I'm gonna ask him about it though. Mm-mm-mm. Not that I know of. Mm-mm. The only Irish I had was Irish Spring. I talked to one of the bus drivers in Dallas, and he drives a Scat Pack. I used to follow a dude on YouTube, and he's got a real popular channel, and he's from Minnesota, and his name is Tall Guy Car Reviews, and he used to review cars, and he be having some cool cars. I haven't seen this channel in about 4 or 5 years. I talked to Waffle Color. I took it off because I was typing too fast, making typos. Okay. Yeah, I'm the waffle where you put in the oven just for like 2 minutes. That's what color I am. Let go my ego. I haven't had a waffle in a long time. I was always more of a pancake fan. They taste better than waffles to me. Waffles is okay though. Just hit 5:30. I've been talking for about 3 hours now. I'm gonna get on tonight though for all the people that was waiting for me before to be on the late night. And y'all know I had a hiccup yesterday with family being haters. And then before I fell asleep for the 2 a.m. live, but I like to go live in the middle of the night for people around the world. I ain't gonna fall asleep tonight though. And the other days I was salty. Mm-mm-mm. I talked about a little bit of family stuff on the first one before I got buffed out. I just basically been freestyling on this one, just talking. But basically, I was talking about YouTube family showing me more love than my blood family. I don't know if you've seen this Rising Phoenix, but look at one of my family, what one of my family members gave me on my birthday card, and I want to show the their relation to me. So I ain't trying to roast them, but I'm just showing my life. Rising Phoenix, they gave me my birthday card like this. Didn't sign it and didn't even bother to put it in the envelope. And I want, like I said, I want to show what it say because then you'll figure out who it was. But yeah, just to show y'all, I don't be wanting no sympathy, but just to show y'all my life, like who does that? And that same person asked me for a loan today. The nerve, boom, 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 boom. I'm glad that I didn't change my life because my mouth would have been slick earlier when they asked me for a loan, but I just said, no, I ain't got it. Yeah, that is crazy. I would never do that. I was about to say there I was gonna say like to my kid, but I was about to give away the relation, but yeah, I would never do that to any family member. But everybody's different though. Everybody don't have the light in them either. And everybody haven't recovered from the stuff that has like made them the type of person that would do that. And I ain't making no excuses, but trying to snap those generational curses so it doesn't continue. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Did Desert make a video of y'all her exploring the abandoned houses again? I think that was um, about a week ago on Sunday morning. I'll go and check that out today because I'm very interested in seeing the abandoned houses and y'all using it for target practice too. Mm, 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 mm. We had a family member tell us that our YouTube videos suck and we should make something people like alien videos. What? There's so many people filming UFOs in the sky. That's not even like rare anymore. That's crazy that they would say that. I feel your pain. I haven't had one family member come into my live and like comment, and they never watched another video. That was 1 year. Wow, that's crazy. I have people that will come visit me, and they'll even see me like working on YouTube or whatever, and they still haven't sub. But they cornballs though. I won't say their name because yeah, they don't even deserve that. But yeah, it's some real cornballs in this world. People I done went to school with ain't subscribed to my channel, but be all in my face when it's time to hit that joint. Or you know what I mean? I'll just keep it like that. It just make me stronger though. I laugh at people like that now and use it as motivation, whereas it would get under my skin before. But when like real close family members do stuff to you, it still stings a little bit, but it's less sting now because I've learned that people got demons in them that they haven't done the right thing with their lives to get their situation where they can treat people right. They say the worst things you can have is friends and family watch on YouTube because they're always criticize and give suggestions. I've heard that before. Yep. And the people who I've shared my channel to that I would consider so called friends, they ain't been on here. They ain't been watching or commenting. And I thank y'all. Thank you, whoever is out there, who my family, who don't hardly watch my stuff. Thank you so much. And thank you for if I ever considered you a friend or a smoking buddy, thank you so much for not watching my stuff. I really don't care. And it motivates me to do even better. Thank you. And I salute to you. You're a hater and I appreciate you. Let me point right at you. You're a hater and I appreciate you for motivating me. And I'm a super introvert and I never thought I would be doing this. And you helped me to be better. Thank you, hater. Hi, haters. And y'all are the reason why I get on here and say I'm great. Because it's people like you that make me feel great that I blocked all that negativity and keep it moving. Mm-mm-mm. How you doing, Sheikh Shayak? Thank you for being here and your time. I hope I'm saying your name right. No disrespect if I didn't say it right. Thank you. Thank you. Tried to give y'all some more time since I was MIA on the last couple of days. And I don't want to do that because y'all some great supporters. And I don't want to say I'm going to be here and don't show up. I got you. So, yeah, all the negativity by family members and friends, it just motivates me. Thank y'all so much. That's sad when not one family member has commented on my channel and it's a year and 1 month old. Not one. Thank you. Mm, 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 mm. But like the title says, where I pinned that comment, that everybody that shares your blood doesn't share your same spirit. Oh, that was on the last one where it buffed me out. But I had pinned that comment of my comment saying that everybody doesn't share your spirit if they share your blood. So anybody out there watching this that has a hater in their family that doesn't support you, you're not alone. You're not alone at all. And don't let it get you down. Just keep doing what you do like it's a job because YouTube is a job or any other like, you know, social media that you're on. Don't be discouraged by people that come and try to talk negative in your stream. You're welcome, Shishahak. Shishayak. Mm-mm-mm. I just summed up all of YouTube. That's wild. I bet it's some people that got like 1 million subscribers and their family is not even one of their subs, which is wild to me. But I've heard it from big content creators too. So you're not alone. Keep your head up out there. Just keep doing what you feel that you want to do. I wish somebody would tell me how to what to put on my channel. I'm open to, creative criticism, but come on now. Mm-mm-mm. So let's thank the haters one more time. This will be the last time I thank you. Thank you, haters. Thank you for people that don't show up that are supposed to be. Thank you so much. That's the last shout out for the haters. And don't be trying to come over here when I reach like 3,000 subs and stuff. Just keep being a hater. Majestic is back with the lion and the prayers and the waves. You're welcome. I didn't even notice she still had the dusty gray jacket. Thanks, Majestic. Yeah, anybody out there that's not getting the proper support that you think that you should get, don't let that stop you from doing what you want to do. Otherwise, I would have quit a long time ago. I was stuck at like 130 subs for a while, and I was feeling a little down and thinking, is this really for me? But look at me now, I'm at 312 now. So let me be an example because I didn't think I would be doing this at all, y'all. I'm a super introvert and a to myself type of person. So just let me be a motivation. If you need some, I don't mind. And since it's just me mostly on my channel, you know, I know it's gonna be more of a challenge because it's just me talking about my everyday life stuff mostly. So yeah, just use me as an example, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. The number of subs. It's the number of participating subs. Yep. Just like your wife said when she compared the 10,000 subscribe channel with only 1,000 people engaged, or the 1,000 subs on a channel and all 1,000 are engaged. So yeah, you're right. And I appreciate y'all participation, even though most people would consider my channel small. It's 312 subs, but I like the interaction with my chat, like going 100 miles per hour, and I'm able to talk to y'all without being caught up in all the comments. So this is cool for right now, and then when the channel grows more and the chat goes faster, I'm not gonna forget about y'all. But obviously, it's gonna be harder to keep up with what everybody is saying. But just letting y'all know that I appreciate y'all. Everybody who helped me from the start and is like, the core of my community. I'll never forget about y'all. I get all the support from you two friends that I've never seen, even met, and I only one in real life. Yeah, that's how it is, Majestic. It's like bass backwards. I always like that saying, bass backwards. I think YouTube, it really like exposes who really is like rocking with you too. Because I mean, how hard is it as a great friend to look up your channel and at least like subscribe, even if they like not a YouTube fan. Just at least get on there and subscribe, just so that you will have that sub. I've had some people do that, so shout out to a handful of people who don't really rock with YouTube, but they got on their phones and sub to my channel anyway. There's a handful of y'all out there. Shout out to Rodney. I ain't seen you in a while, but if you ever see this, shout out to you, Rodney. And some of my Instacart drivers, delivery people that they have subbed to my channel as well. Shout out to you. If you ever delivered to me from Instacart and DoorDash and you were willing to sub to my channel, I appreciate you. There's at least about 10 of y'all out there from Instacart who sub to my channel. Chef Lizzie, how you doing? Thanks for hitting the like button and getting me to 20. Oh yeah. I seen you was on live. I think I commented on there real fast because I was still on live and I came back over. Okay. All right, Chef Lizzie. Life is a lonely road and I know all about it. Yeah, it's like a fisherman's life. But I don't mind. I've always been an introvert, so it don't bother me. That's why when I became handicapped, I was blessed to already have the introvert life and live in not going out as much because I didn't mind being in the house even as a kid. So this really helps me being an introvert and not being like a super social person because after I got diagnosed with MS, like I don't mind sharing this with y'all. I only been out the house and traveling probably like 10 times in like the last 10 years, y'all. I know y'all like, whoa, but that's my reality. I would go out on the porch and in the yard and stuff like that, but like getting in the car and going somewhere, I probably only did that like 10 times in like the last 10 years. That took some getting used to, even if I am an introvert. But I'm all good. You see me still smiling, still good. I'm blessed, y'all. Came from a lot of traveling when I was young, too. I was blessed to go, 25 different states, Mexico twice, Canada about 5 times. So that really helped me being able to see the world before I really couldn't travel conveniently anymore. I know I ain't missing it because people tell me all the time, you ain't missing nothing. Yep. Yep. I would like to travel outside the country, but that's the only thing that's on my list that I haven't done yet that I'm going to do before America starts shutting us down and not letting us travel outside of this joint. But that's for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. I don't know nothing about no fluoride ruining your pineal gland so you get dumbed down. What is that? What am I talking about? Wherever people is, everything is the same. Yeah, don't change too much. When I get in the car and I haven't been out in like a year or two, don't nothing change but like the streets or the how many traffic lights it is or a new restaurant here and there. So y'all right, it's nothing too much different. But I'm going to travel internationally, so look out, y'all. Anybody in another country, let me know if I can pull up on y'all. And I ain't playing either. I just gotta get my passport. Nature and animals is where you feel alive. I agree. I could watch like Tracy Locals Learning. She has bird watching videos, and I could watch those like for a long time. I like how seeing when the crow shows up, all the other birds like stay to the back and wait till the crow is done because they're scared of the crow. It's cool to see like nature and their different behaviors and stuff. Did you ever see that video of the gazelle drinking water and the lion came out of nowhere or the cheetah and it gave it a quick like running back move to the right and then to the left, and then boom, it was gone. That was one of the coolest videos. That gazelle said, "Not today, lion." Good energies. Yep. Yeah, if you haven't seen that gazelle dodge that lion, it's a super cool video. He was like, "Oop, oop," just like Barry Sanders. That was cool. I like seeing gazelles dodge alligators too when they be trying to hide in the muddy water and they hurry up and try to snap the animals. That's crazy that animals have to risk their life just to get a drink of water. I love watching nature shows. Yep. I like watching them dog videos too when they launch that thing and they jump into the water like 20 feet. You ever seen that, Majestic? It's like a dog jumping competition, and they jump off this platform chasing what the owner of the dog has thrown, and the dog launches in the air like 20, 30 feet. It's crazy. And I like seeing dogs go through the obstacle course where they got to go in between the poles, go in the tunnel, go on the seesaw, and do all of that. Like that's cool that people can train their dogs to do all of that cool stuff, and they like don't even go off the path. So yeah, I'm with you on watching animal videos. As you can see, I got excited and listed off a couple of things. I would like to go to the Philippines, maybe Vietnam, Costa Rica. I went to Europe. It's not for me. I always said that too. I don't like cold, dreary weather as it is. So I would like to visit Vietnam as well. I never thought about Costa Rica, but I would like to visit Thailand, and Tokyo looks cool too. I would like to visit Australia, but it's so many dangerous things there that'll take you out. Just kidding. I would visit, and but I did